knows what she wants to be. Inside her, there's longing. This girl's an open page, bookmarking. She's so close now. This girl is half his age. Don't stand so, don't stand so close to me. Don't stand so close to me.
Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Har. We are in Psychology Week 3 and we are still kind of getting the basics for psychology for you to understand how we can look at things through the scientific lens, and then we'll really start to move into the disorders, the clinical manifestations that really get fascinating. So this week we're going to talk about conflict, and see ways that you know, why we have conflict, what motivates us to get emotionally involved, ways that you can avoid it, things like using I statements rather than you statements. Comes a lot better across when you're working with someone, let's say your parent, and you want something. If you say, I feel that when you drive me to school, you're trying to, oh, wait a minute. I feel better when we drive to school and we don't talk about, my grades at the time. I think we have a better conversation. That comes across a lot better to a parent than when you say, you always bring up my grades in the car and you make me crazy about that. That will lead to a conflict. So we're just going to talk about how semantics, I statements, it comes around a lot better if we put it back on us instead of accusatory saying you. So we'll talk more and more on that. This week we're also going to look at what kind of motivates us for our emotional responses. We're going to talk about the different theories behind what causes our reactions and our emotions, fear, anger, depression, all of those things. What are the theories behind our emotional responses? And then we're going to talk about correlations and fields of psychology, different fields that you could go into. So if some of you are like, I've always found psychology fascinating. I don't know what kind of psychologist I'd want to be. Would I want to be someone that works in the clinical setting and helps someone that's having a schizophrenic break? Or perhaps a counselor in a high school to help someone through depression, or maybe they have cutting issues. There's so many different fascinating ways. So we're going to talk about that, just kind of expose you to it as we're just doing the tip of learning about psychology here in our first couple weeks. So your assignments for this week is we're also going to talk about the scientific method. Make sure you guys understand it, because as you see, and as you're going to continue to see, we're going to do a lot of fun kind of experiments and looking at things clinically. So what you have is the conflict assignment, science of psychology assignment, a correlation quiz, and a Unit 1 exam. Now keep in mind, for my quizzes and tests, I'm all about you learning the material. So I'll give you 2 opportunities to take it. The first time you see if what you've gone through and read and done so far have prepared you for this exam. And then take it a second time, learning from the mistakes you might have made on your exam. Now, some of our questions sometimes get a little more tricky because I set them up that you really have to think about it. So if you miss it the first time, I want you to read through the questions and learn why it's one way instead of the other, that critical thinking piece. So you can retake the exams again and get a better grade. So I encourage you to do it. Why not? So that's what we have this week. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Remember, all questions are great questions. And if you guys ever want me to jump in a live session with you, Wednesdays I'm hanging out here. They're work sessions. Actually, there were some connectivity issues last night, it sounds like. But anytime that you want to jump in and join me, they're work sessions. They're optional. If not, call me, text me, and if you don't need anything, it's all good. But just let me know whenever you're having questions, because I love hearing from you, and I never want you to go, I don't understand. So enjoy our next week in psychology, and let me know what you need.
Knows what she wants to be. Inside